right, Driver Nation. Thank you so much for having us again here. I am back with you with another driver spotlight. I have Miss Jacqueline. We're going to call her AKA Miss Jackie.
Okay.
Coming out of St. Louis here. She's actually been with Deliver That since June of 2013 or 2023, right?
Right, correct.
Just starting with us out here, y'all. Just starting to get into Deliver That. But let me ask you this here, Miss Jackie. When it comes to the gig economy here, how did you get started?
Well, I started with DoorDash. I
Okay.
started with them, and then I moved to Uber Eats, and then I've just been watching like different videos on YouTube about different gig apps. And this one guy that I follow, he came say, "Hey, I got a new gig that you can really make, decent money with, and it's a really cool job, and deliver that." And so I filled out for deliver that, and I really enjoy it. I really do.
Oh, that's awesome
I
to
really
hear.
do. Yes.
That is so awesome to hear. And I like when you first Nate brought it to my attention that we were having you as a guest, I was really excited because he was like, she just got on the platform. I was like, what? I'm like, but that's a great thing because I think most of the driver spotlights that I've been doing, drivers been on the platform for quite some time, and it's good to see somebody as a newbie come on and express how they feel with not just our company but in the gig economy. So thanks for coming in and having us or us having you here. Sorry.
Okay. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it. Yes.
Well, let me ask you this: do you remember how you felt doing your first delivery?
I was a little nervous. I was a little nervous. But like I said, the guy that I follow, he do crib cars and cribs.
Hey, I have him
And
on my thing
I
too.
okay, okay, yes. And so he make it look so easy. And I'm like, well, this is all to it. I'm like, okay, I was just a little bit nervous, but by me being familiar with DoorDash and Uber Eats, it made things more better and comfortable for me.
Okay,
So
cool.
yeah, it made me feel more comfortable, and watching him, he really did. I'm like, he make it look so easy. So why I'm nervous. So yeah.
Well, that's awesome. It seems like you're really excited to be on the platform and loving what you do in general as a gig worker. So that's awesome.
Yes, yes, I love the whole thing about setting your own hours, and it's real convenient when you have children as well.
Mm-hmm.
Setting your own hours, work when you want to work. So yeah.
That's awesome. So, with your expectations, did we meet your expectations or exceed those?
Oh, you really did, because not only that you have work during the weekdays, you also have work on the weekends as well. So
Oh,
yeah,
wow. That's
because
awesome.
when I start back to school teaching next month, I might not be able to catch those. I know for a fact I'm not gonna be able to catch those gigs in the morning. I have done like after like around 5 or 6 o'clock. I have done some gigs, and a lot of them I have done on the week. It still work for me, to make extra money.
Got you. Got you. Okay. So, did you start in the St. Louis area with doing the gig economy or how did that work?
Yes.
Okay.
I started out here in North County in Florissant,
Okay.
and I only had like two in the city in St. Louis. But most of my gig works be out here in the county.
Okay, cool. Are you from this area there?
Yes, I grew up in Missouri. I grew up in St. Louis, Missouri. I've been here all my life.
Okay,
I lived in
cool.
the city for like from birth all the way up to like 27. Then I've been out here in the county.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
for over 20 years. Yes.
Sweet. Now, you say the county, does that mean like that's the suburbs of Missouri? Okay.
Yes.
I know everybody call it different depending on where you at.
Right, right.
I sold insurance and I cannot remember what city it was, and maybe it might ring a bell for you, but I called it a county and they was like, "No, it's a parish. It's not a county." I was like, "I'm sorry." They still call it parishes. They don't call it counties.
Now that's my first time ever hearing that word parish, because I never heard of that. I always heard of the suburbs or the county. That was my first. Okay, I never
Wow.
heard of that.
Okay, I'm gonna have to look it up before we get off and tell you who says parish still instead of county. So you told me all about you as a gig worker. Now I want to go ahead and switch gears here and let's talk about you outside of being a gig worker. So I have a few questions I do want to know here. What actor would you choose? I should say actress. What actress would you choose to play your biop?
Wow. Let's see. I would she's my favorite. She's my favorite actress. I would say Angela Bassett. She's my favorite.
Really?
I love her. Yes.
Oh my god, that's pretty cool. What you love about her?
I mean, she just, I mean, when she acts on screen, it's just like, you just feel all her emotions, whether she happy, sad, mad, and I mean, she just make you feel all of the emotions, like you the actress and you right there on the set with her. So yeah, I just love her. She's an amazing actress. She really is.
I love it. Angela Bassett. I'm a Felicia Rashad fan. I don't know. It's just something about her. The way she moves is just like, I like that.
Yeah. Yeah,
Her calmness.
she's more like, I would say, like grace. I mean, she just so shows so much grace.
Yes.
Yes, yes. And
She
Angela
know.
Bassett, she shows a lot of strength. And that's
Love
one
it.
of my my strength is, me being strong, yeah. For my
Got you.
family, friends, co-workers, yeah. So
All right. Look at
Look
you,
at you,
Miss
Miss
Jackie.
Jackie.
What's the most random impulse buy that you have?
the most random impulse.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, hmm. Let me see. Oh, that's a hard one. Let's see. Oh,
Are you an impulsive shopper?
um, when it comes to certain things, like purses, I
Oh,
am.
oh, that's me.
And you know what? My son, because like his dad be like, look, he doesn't need anything else. Here, you take some money and go buy you something. Do not come out that store without just don't come out the store buy him anything, nothing. And I just sneak and buy him something. So I'll say purses and my son when it comes
I
to
got you.
shopping. Yeah.
That's funny. I'm going through I'm decluttering and I can get rid of my shoes, but I looked at my bag or my bin that my purse is in, and I was like, yeah, I can't touch that. I'm sorry, I just can't let nothing go from out of there yet. So I'm a bag lady too.
Yes, I love purses.
So Miss Jackie, what's the last TV show you binge watched?
The Golden Girls.
I know, right? I know. Me and my coworkers, we all wore the same We all had Golden Girl shirts, and we all just wore them together. And I was like, I love it. That was
I
a
watch
thing
them
with my grandma.
every night, falling asleep. Yes.
My grandma and my mom, Golden Girls. Wow,
Yes.
that's pretty cool. Who's your favorite character?
Ooh, I would say Rose. She's
Rose.
funny to me. She
Yep.
is so
Yep.
funny to me. Her
Yep.
and her say all the stories. So
Hey,
yes,
Yes.
we
Rose.
got you. Wow. So is there something you dreamed about doing for a long time, but you haven't done it?
Um, let's see. I really want my own food truck. I really do. I I put it off. At one time I was buying all type of stuff for the food truck
Oh my
and just
gosh.
put it off and get back on it again, writing things down in my notebook about, yeah, my dream is to have my own food truck.
What's holding you back, Miss Jackie? I need to eat. What we got on this food truck? What we selling?
You know what? I, my dream is to have like a carnival style, like with
Say it
funnel
again.
cakes, nachos, popcorn,
Ooh.
candy apples. Yeah, a carnival style food truck.
You got a customer right here. At least in Ohio, you got a whole squad.
Just
Just pull
pull
up.
up.
Wow.
Just pull up. I like that because you don't necessarily, that's something you only get fair food around fair season time.
And some people,
Exactly.
I want it all year round. Why not?
Exactly. And people hosting different functions throughout the year. I could just pull up.
Pull up.
You really and that's dream, have my own.
Well, I'm praying that God give you strength to go ahead and pull and push through and actually start it and set it up. Let us know. Keep us informed.
Okay, I will.
I'm so serious. Now, one last question I have just ask if you had one piece of advice for a new driver to be able to maximize their time, not just on the Deliver That's platform, but in a gig economy, what would it be?
my my advice is like the Nike slogan, just do it. You know, just that's my thing. Just step out there and just do it because I have talked to so many people about doing this, not only Deliver That, but other platforms. And they were like, yeah, I signed up, I've been approved, but I don't have nobody to go with me. And I'm like, just go. I said, go in the morning, go in the during the daytime, the lunch rush. It's still daylight, it's
Mm-hmm.
still people out and about. You don't necessarily have to do this stuff at night. Just do it in the morning or do the lunch rush. Just do it. Just step out there and do it. And then once you get out there, you're like, I can't believe I waited this long. It's this simple. So that's my piece of advice. Just step out there and just do it.
Well, I appreciate you letting the drivers know to just do it. And I'm going to push it back to you, Miss Jackie, because I'm going to tell you, you just do that food truck because we waiting.
Yeah,
There's
see, I
people out
need
there that want
that.
fair food all year round. I'm telling you.
Yes. See, I need to take my own advice.
We do it. Sometimes saying out loud lets us take our own advice.
Like, yeah.
Well, I appreciate you letting us get to know Miss Jackie, the driver, and Miss Jackie, just outside of being a driver. But I want to know about Miss Jackie, the teacher. So my next questions I am going to ask is just teacher-related questions here.
Okay.
So how long have you been a teacher?
I've been in this field for 28 years.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
What made you go into teaching?
My first summer job when I was 15 years old, when I was here in Missouri, they have like programs called Slate or Operation Bright Side. I knew I didn't
Okay.
want to do Operation Bright Side because they'd be out there in the heat cleaning up. So I chose Slate. And my very first job, they placed me in a summer camp with children. So I was like, hey, I like this. The children gravitated to me, and I mean, they such a joy. And so once I graduated from high school, I didn't go right off into teaching. I did
Uh-huh.
warehouse work. Then I went into teaching when I was
Okay.
22 years old, working at Mary Margaret Daycare Center. Started
Oh,
off working with infants for 6 months, did the toddlers for 2 years, and then preschool for 18 years.
okay. So I'm guessing preschool is your fave.
Oh, yeah, the preschool, yeah, because you can do more with them and you
I
get
know.
feedback from them, conversation. Yes, so
I always say I used to work in a daycare too, and my thing was I got to be crazy me and no judgment.
exactly. There you go. Yeah, yeah.
So what grade are you teaching now?
Now I work with special needs children.
Okay, awesome.
Yes, I've been with special school district for a year. I completed my year in June.
Congrats.
Thank you,
Oh,
thank
you're
you. Yes,
welcome.
yes.
What made you switch gears into teaching special needs kids?
Well, we've been I would say within the last 10 years while I was working at YWCA Head Start program, we was
Mm-hmm.
getting more and more children with autism,
Oh,
um
wow.
not only autism but Down syndrome, and children with behaviors. So
Mm-hmm.
I said, well, since we doing getting more and more of these special need children, and might as well switch over to the special school district. Then I also have my own son. He's 6 years old. He has autism. So by
Okay.
me being in the special school district, I'm really hands-on and getting a lot of information where I can take it home and work with my own child as well.
I love, 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 love that. Thank you for sharing that piece. That's amazing, amazing.
Yes.
Wow. Whew. I'll give it to you. That was one thing I when I first started in my career as a STNA, I did everything, and one of the things was I did work with people who were had special needs, but they were adults. It was just such touching for me to have to work with kids because my heart was just like, I can't, like, I just want to take them all home. So hats off to you.
Yes. So
Awesome.
yeah, and then I also too, I'm gonna back it up just a little bit.
Go ahead.
Back in 2005, I say 2005 to 2007, I also did foster care. So I'm a licensed foster care parent as well.
Oh wow. So that's just caring in your heart.
Yeah. So before I had my son, I was doing foster care as well.
Wow. So do you continue to do foster care with your child, or you just more so just your child now
Yeah,
you take
yeah,
care
I just have my since I have my own child,
of?
yeah. I say that, it's that'd have been too much. So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I had stopped around 2009 doing foster care, but I still keep my license active.
Got you. Okay. Well, to you, what is the most gratifying part about teaching?
Seeing the children grow. When they first come in and to the end of the school year, how much progress they have made, and I always keep in mind that, I'm building for the future, building minds for the
Mm.
future. These are future lawyers, doctors, nurses, uh, you know, artists, actress, singers, musicians. So I always look, hey, these are the generations that we are building. So yeah, that's to inspire them to do their best, to do your best. And I always tell my son that as well. Do your best,
Your
not
best.
what everybody else expect of you, but make sure you do your best and you try. So yeah, I think that's the most inspiring for me to see the children progress and how they grow.
This I'm so glad I'm able to do driver spotlights. It does allow me to see drivers outside of being just a driver, meaning being just a number. Um for me to hear us doing this one being a teacher is special to me because I follow different teachers on social media, and not saying that the problems they do have, they're always highlighted, and I never get to see teachers like you, not saying that these teachers don't have that same feeling, but express the joy and why they do teach. So thank you for sharing that. I really appreciate it. I know I keep saying thank you for sharing, but really I really appreciate you sharing that piece.
Yes, yes. Children are special. They are. Yeah,
They
they
are.
are. And one of the things I love about children, their innocence. Their
Yep.
innocence. Yes.
When I meet someone that says a kid is bad, I'm like, they only pick up what they surrounded by. And I usually get people to
Exactly.
shut up because that tells a lot about them.
Always, and when I hear that word bad, I do not like that word
Me
bad, especially
neither.
when it comes to children.
Me
And
neither.
I'm like, God don't create anything that's bad,
Mm-mm.
anything that's bad, because children come from God. So yeah, I'm like, God don't create anything that's bad. So it's
Mm-mm.
their environment. It's like you said, it's things they pick up along their way.
Yep.
So yeah, and us as educators, it give us a chance to turn it around. I have seen kids that I had back in 1995. They're adults now, and they see me out in public and they were like, Miss Jackie, running up to me in the grocery store with their kids. And I be telling my kids about you all the time. And, and they was like, hey, this is Miss Jackie. This is who had me in
Yep.
preschool. So
Yep.
yeah, it's wonderful to see them as
You make an
adults and
impact.
how they're doing and things like that. How I have made an impact on them and didn't even realize it back then because I was still young myself. So
Wow. That just gave me chills. So what do you do, Miss Jackie, to show your school spirit?
Um, yeah, bulletin boards, decorate my door, let's see, t-shirts, we create t-shirts for the
Okay.
first week of school, and we have prep rallies and things
Okay.
like that. Um, let's see, Ooh, it's so much that we do. Like you doing right now, spotlighting the teachers. We spotlight the children, to
I know
encourage
that's
them and
right.
things like that. So, we have like a attendance board outside. We have a homework board outside, and the kids put their stars up there by their picture when they and so at the end of the month they get prizes and things like that. So yeah, so
I love it.
well, we
Let
do
me
a
go
lot.
be a kid again. So let me ask you this last teacher question. What is your favorite dish from the cafeteria?
I would say it's they call it something with the bag of Doritos and you
Walking
mix them
tacos.
in. Yes, that's my favorite.
See, they ain't had those when I was in school. Pizza was my favorite back then, but I would have been a walking taco fan too.
Yes, yes, I love those. They didn't have those when I was in school. The lunch we had.
We ain't gonna talk about it. Well, Miss Jackie, this was fun. I really appreciate you coming on and letting us spotlight you as a Deliver That driver. Not only a Deliver That driver, but actually as a human being, but also a star in here in the teaching field. This was an amazing, amazing driver spotlight for me, and I think Ben too. He over here smiling the whole time. But that
Thank you.
is.
Thank
Are you
you.
welcome? You are welcome. But that is a wrap, you guys. Until next time, see you later.
All right. Thank you so much for having me.